Good morning. Today Thursday 29th October 2015. Paper highlights read by Christina Arulselvam. Now look at the paper highlight from today's newspaper Daily Mirror. The Daily Mirror headline says, Boarded, Pacific team borders MV Avantgarde. Police take count of weapons. Another news bulletin from Daily Mirror. Pacific Simu's Paba and Bandula Vijayveera. Actress and former MP Upeksha Sevmamali and veteran artist Bandula Vijayveera have been summoned to the Presidential Commission of Inquiry to investigate and inquire into serious act of fraud, corruption and abuse of power, state resources and privilege today. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. Pacific can't find Nishantha. The Presidential Commission of Inquiry to investigate and inquire into serious act of fraud, corruption and abuse of power, state resources and privilege said yesterday that it was unable to hand over a notice summoning former Sri Lankan Airlines chairman Nishantha Wickramasinghe because he was not at his residence. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. Mervyn to follow non-violent path. Former Minister Mervyn Silva, who said he was following the path of non-violence advocated by Anagarika Dharmapala, urged the government yesterday to pass the law to ban cattle slaughter, taking part in a signature campaign against the cattle slaughter organized by the youth organization in Mathura. He called upon the new MPs to formulate policies that preclude animal slaughter. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. The headline says, Space junk could fall 100 meters south of Hambantota. Arthur C. Clarke Institute of Modern Technology yesterday said WT-1190F, which is believed to be a part of spacecraft, was expected to fall 100 meters south of Hambantota. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. Nightclub owner killing, 6 more suspects arrested. 6 more suspects had been arrested yesterday in connection with the killing of the nightclub owner in Anuradhapura, the police said. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. Tamil prisoners bail appeal. Magistrate awaits AG's report, the headline says. Colombo Additional Magistrate Amila Arya Sena yesterday rejected a bail appeal by Tamil prisoners who were in remand prison over alleged terrorist involvement since the Attorney General's report on them was not received by the TID of the police. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. Vimal get his passport back for ₹100,000. Negombo Additional Magistrate and Additional District Judge Tilakaratna Bandara yesterday ordered to release the new passport to parliamentarian Vimal Veeravansa on ₹1 million surety. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. The headline says, FLSP protesters against Diaz. The Frontline Socialist Party yesterday held a protest demonstration adjacent to the US Embassy in Colombo against why they call the continuous violation of sovereignty of Syria and Cuba by the USA and the several of its allies. SLFP Politburo member Pubudu Jagora said the Third World War had unofficially begun as several countries have intervened military in Syria. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. SB lawyers demand CID report, the headline says. Colombo Chief Magistrate yesterday ordered the Financial Crime Investigation Division to report whether the former Higher Education Minister SB Dissanayake was suspect or not over the alleged stealing of movable properties from a residence in Colombo, which was a gift to the Colombo University by the eminent gynecologist. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. Government seeks China loan to Central Expressway, the news headline says. The government has sought a loan arrangement with China to construct the first phase of the Colombo-Kandy Expressway, commonly called the Central Highway, minister said yesterday. The concessionary loan will be obtained from Export and Import Bank of China. Now let's move to the paper highlights from today's newspaper Daily News. The main headline says, AG files 4 reports on KP, barred from leaving country. the Attorney General has failed to report in court to the LTTE former leader of the International Wing, Shanmugam Kumaran Padmanathan alias KP, as directed by the Court of Appeal, consequent to a right petition filed by the Janata Vimukthi Peramuna. Additional Solicitor General Jayantha Jayasurya, appearing for the Attorney General, informed the court that the AG filed these 4 reports based on the information given by the police and for occasion date June 2nd, June 4th, June 19 and October 15 this year. The ASG said that these reports had been filed in court on October 20th through a motion. However, the Additional Solicitor General did not reveal the contents of the reports which were submitted before court. Meanwhile, Justice Vijitha K. Malalgoda directed that a copy of the reports being handed over to the petitioner for his perusal. Another news highlight from Daily News: TMVP General Secretary remanded. TMVP General Secretary Poobala Pillai Prashanthan, who was arrested by the Kathankudi police in connection with the alleged murder of 2 persons, including Krishna Pillai Manoharan on December 29, 2008, was remanded. Another news highlight from Daily News: more police officers for bribery commission. Director General for the Prevention of Bribery and Corruption, Dilrukshi Dias Vikramasinghe, said that the commission will be recruit an additional 50 police officers to investigate the allegation of bribery and corruption. She said the commission needs more police officers for the smooth functioning of the commission. Therefore, the commission decided to recruit 50 police officers with immediate effect. Another news highlight from Daily News: case against Balapatha Bendi to reopen. Investigation can be carried out into the allegation against the former chairman of the Commission to Investigation allegation of the bribery and corruption, Jagat Balapatha Bendi, a high-ranking official of Commission, said. Another news highlight from Daily News: President called for unconditional cooperation in urgent disaster response. Sri Lanka expressed condolences to the tragic loss of life and destruction of property caused by the devastating earthquake in the Hindu Kush region of Afghanistan on Monday, which also affected parts of India and Pakistan. Another news highlight from Daily News: Sri Lanka, India to free detained fishermen. Sri Lanka will release 120 Indian fishermen while India will free 36 Sri Lankan fishers. An official said that Sri Lanka will release more than 100 Indian fishermen detained for the poaching. India will free dozens of Sri Lankan fishermen in its custody. Another news highlight from Daily News: DNA test should identify Vasantha Soisa killer. Police have decided to seek assistance of the Genetic Molecular Diagnostic Research Institute, Colombo, with the court order of the investigation that are being carried out into murder of Guinness World Record holder, the famous karate champion Vasantha Soisa, as they have no eyewitness. Now let's move to the paper highlights from Ceylon today. Inspection of avant-garde ship. Commission officials verify arms among stock. Official of the Special Presidential Commission of Inquiry on Massive Fraud and Corruption yesterday inspected the avant-garde vessel, which is anchored in Galle Harbour. Another news highlight from Ceylon today: CIA BOC allowed to recruit 50 cops. The new Independent Bribery and Corruption Commission has approved the long-delayed recruitment of 50 police officers to the Commission to Investigation allegation of bribery or corruption. Another news highlight from Ceylon today: Malagia Athavan publisher sentenced. Colombo Chief Magistrate Gihan Pilapitiya sentenced a man accused of publishing and selling Malagia Atho, a book authored by Professor Edrivira Sarachandra, without authorization, to 6 months, the rigorous imprisonment suspended for 10 years since the accusing accepted that he was guilty. We brought you the paper highlights from today's newspaper. We will bring you more tomorrow. Thank you.